I have just come to a startling revelation. It's my boat. It's not my boat. The revelation is this. The Pomodoro Technique is for puddle-licking pansy boys. And in fact, all productivity techniques are for puddle-licking pansy boys. And I will explain why as I walk by this family, embarrassingly talking to my family. Hey, how's it doing? You thought you were running. So basically, why I came to this conclusion is this. I used to be a productivity enjoyer, meaning that I would do things like the Pomodoro Technique. I would put 45 minutes of consistent work in and then have to take 15 minutes off to decompress my brain or whatever those people say. And then 45 minutes back on and 15 minutes off, decompress the brain. Oh my God, my creativity juices are empty all of a sudden after 45 minutes. Well, guess what? Back in the day when you had to hunt for food, did you take a break after 45 minutes while trudging through treacherous terrain? You like that alliteration? Trudging through treacherous terrain to snipe a caribou with I was going to say harpoon, but that's in the water. Snipe them with a bow and arrow. It's more appropriate. Would you take a 15-minute power nap or friggin' caffeine, I don't know, break? Or would you just go hunt the thing down? And to modernize this example, I found myself in a place right now where I love my work so much that I just don't want to take breaks. So it's about, I can't see the time right now, I'm assuming like 4:30 p.m. And I've been working consistently since about 9 a.m. Maybe 20-minute break in between because I had to drive. And it was to and from a coffee shop. But I'm in such a good mood and I was working consistently throughout, and not necessarily because I had to. And just for context, a lot of my work is writing related. So it's easy to get into a flow state. And for me specifically, because I love to write. And I love it more and more every day as I get better at it. But if I did the Pomodoro Technique, I was just thinking, let's say 9 to 4 p.m. is about 7 hours. And then 15 minutes out of each hour times 7 is about 105 minutes, about an hour and a half gone. And I genuinely believe in my heart of hearts that hour and a half missing would not have produced higher quality work in the time that I put in. And I'm recording this video, I could have kept working, but I had to pee. So I got up and I peed. And then I had this inspiration as the golden shower was trickling into the toilet. I thought, how much time I would have wasted if I was a productivity pansy-licking, pansy-licking, puddle-licking pansy boy. So I say that to say this. You don't need to take breaks. You just need to find what you love to do. And then nothing will feel like work. And that's one of those cliches. Oh, find what you love to do. And, you'll never work a day again in your life. It's true. I thought it was a cliche until it actually happened to me. And so you should find that thing. And, the separation of where it doesn't feel real is where you go, well, the thing I love to do doesn't necessarily make money, or it doesn't necessarily make a ton of money. And that's not the point. You can make money doing anything. The classic example, I forget where I heard this. Probably like a Gary Vee video. Shout out Gary Bizzle. He said there's people making money, having podcasts reviewing the Joe Rogan podcast. Like 3 separation levels removed, or 3 levels separated and removed. Of like, why would you watch someone watching Joe Rogan? That's crazy. But that was said, I don't know, let's say like 7 years ago or something like that. And now you have reaction channels and they're extremely popular, which I could never understand for the life of me. Like watching someone watch something and reacting to it. absolutely asinine to me, but there's a market for it. There's a market for anything. People just want to take their phone out and scroll. I'll tie in another quick example before I sign off. Is every day, I try to go to the sauna every day. I don't go every single day. Every other day I go to the sauna, and what I find absolutely fascinating from a behavioral psychology lens is that people cannot put their phone down even when they go into the sauna. And I have the great pleasure of being able to people watch when I'm in there because it's such close quarters. And I'll look over, and it's just, guy will have his headphones in max volume, blasting, and he's just flicking TikTok to TikTok. And it's just some girl screaming, and then over this thing, and loud noise and sound effect. And it's like, man, like, do you do this when you're in the shower too? Because I know someone that does that. It's crazy. In the shower, holding their phone outside of the curtain and just scrolling on their phone because they're literally so stimulated. They have to watch this shit nonstop. And what is the point? How am I tying this in with my other point? Is that, of course, there's a market for everything because people just want some little hit of dopamine, right? And they're willing to watch or do or learn or just see anything, right? So find what you love to do. There is guaranteed a market for it. Guaranteed. There's billions and billions of people on the earth. Somewhere around 8 billion people. All you need is 1,000 people to watch you, to read what you write, to pay you to do something. And you're not going to be great at it right away. You got to get the shitty versions of whatever you're doing out of the way. And that's one of the biggest lessons I can impart, is that the thing that keeps people stuck is perfectionism, which I have to a crazy degree. But if you can simply just learn, oh, I just need to get the shitty versions, crappy versions out of the way and look forward to doing that so that you can just slightly improve incrementally every single day, it becomes a whole different story. So, with all that being said, I just wanted to throw down a hodgepodge of lessons that I've learned recently. And so I can impart them on random human beings. And most likely my children will watch this one day. And that's the whole goal of this channel. So, boys and girls, time to find something you're passionate about. Leave the puddle-licking pansies off into the corner. Let them sit on the bench. You step out into the battlefield and make it happen. Hiya!